We are live here at Hayek Field in Albert Lea for Legion baseball action. And the VFW Albert Lea Tigers taking on the Rochester Redhawks from Mayo. And they are doing the introductions right now. I know Albert Lea is 4-3 in their conference games and 7-4 overall on the year. So they're having a good year. Now they lost some players to certain things, including hockey and some wrestling things they've had throughout the year. So only two bench players for Albert Lea today. They beat Dakota Yankee and Eric Doppelhammer. I'll have the starting lineups and all that fun stuff for you coming up here on Power 96 Sports. Back here at Hayek Field for the VFW, the Legion game here with Albert Lea hosting Rochester Mayo. And the Tigers at 4-3 in the conference, 7-4 overall, going against Brevin Gates, the pitcher for the Redhawks of Rochester. And when Albert Lea takes the field, they're already on the field. They are going to send to the mound Trevor Ball. And he'll be facing their catcher, first up, Kyle Prindle, batting first and catching. Brevin Gates is the pitcher, batting second. Ian Regal plays first base for the Redhawks, and he'll bat third. Mason Lembeck is the center fielder, batting fourth. Liam Dahl, who is, by the way, Trevor Ball's cousin. Liam Dahl of the Redhawks. Trevor Ball, the pitcher of Albert Lea's cousin, so it'll be cousin against cousin a couple times tonight anyway. But Liam is the shortstop for the Redhawks and batting fifth. Spencer Kober bats sixth and plays third base. Jacob Brown will play at second for the Redhawks, batting seventh. The eighth batter in the lineup is Nolan Thompson, the right fielder, and the left fielder is Nick White, who plays in bats ninth and plays in left field, as I said. And another cousin in the game, of course, Ethan Ball, the DH for the Albert Lea Tigers, a cousin to both Trevor Ball and the shortstop for the Redhawks, Liam Dahl. It's a family affair here today. As they do meet up from time to time. Just about ready to go here from beautiful Hayek Field. They've maintained, all the rain they had, and the field looks in great condition. Nice green grass everywhere you look. No puddles or mud or anything like that. They had good caretaking here at Hayek Field, as always. And stepping in, left-handed batter for the Rochester Redhawks, Kyle Prindle. He's the catcher and bats first, facing Trevor Ball of Albert Lea. The right-handed pitcher toes the rubber and ready to go. We're underway. First pitch is outside, ball one. Kyle Prindle, catcher. Brevin Gates, pitcher, up next. And the first baseman, Ian Regal, to follow. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's on the way and fouled back, strike one. Thanks to our sponsors. We have scoreboard sponsors, including Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill in Albert Lea and AgriGuardian, also in Albert Lea. splitting duties there on the scoreboard each half inning. Also, our sports boosters in play tonight, and that includes Geneva Lumber Company, Thompson Sanitation, Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center, as that one's fouled to the right side. And it's 1-2 to Prindle. Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center, On the Spot Appliance Service, Mapleton Marine, as well as special thanks to Becker Auto and RV in Hayward, T&W Towing, Northbridge Mall, Derek's Preferred Auto, and Freeborn County Solid Waste. Well, now 2-2 as that one misses the strike zone. And the leadoff batter, Prindle, even at 2 as he faces Trevor Ball here. Leadoff batter in the ball game tonight, as that one is off-speed outside 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and our first full count. We're going to have a full count sponsor. This one is lifted into shallow right center, and cruising out there, second baseman for the Albert Lee Tigers, Cam Davis, making the grab. 1 up, 1 down on a pop to second. Brevin Gates, the pitcher, will be up next. He's a right-handed batter, facing right-handed pitcher Trevor Ball. With 1 out, nobody on here on top of the first. Be back here tomorrow night at 5 o'clock for the Rochester JM. What did he say their name was? No, Redhawks tonight, and then Rochester Mayo. I forget. We'll find out tomorrow, but that's a 5 o'clock start. There's a strike call to Gates. Out of the gates. Pardon the pun. 0-1 with 1 out. As Gates, back foot on the back line of the batter's box on the right-hand side, and that one is low and outside. Evens the count at 1-1. They only have 1 bench player, Albert Lee with 2. Although Albert Lee is batting a DH and Rochester is not. So in overall players, as a strike is called, Rochester has 10 with 1 on the bench. Albert Lee has 12 players, 2 on the bench, as they have a DH, and Mike Olson, the second baseman, will not hit to start the game anyway. That's low, and it's 2-2 to Gates. With 1 out, nobody on. Just underway here at Hayek Field, home of the Tigers. High school team as well as the VFW team, the Legion team. And another full count, 3-2 to Brevin Gates. There's the payoff pitch. That's fouled and out of play into the yard next door. Might have hit the dog. Oh, that was a bark. He's maybe close. He's barking at the ball now. We'll do 3-2 again. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled on the right side as well to the next house back. Nobody's chasing after those. Well, now the dog across the way is barking. Wind is blowing from left to right, and that is a laser to short. Grabbed nicely by Jack Jellinger. He didn't even have to move. He just went right to him. He just kind of had to move his glove over to his right. And he makes the stab at it, and 2 up and 2 down. But he went to full counts to both of the first 2 batters, did Trevor Ball. A liner to short there. Ian Regal is up, the first baseman. He's a lefty. 2 down and nobody on here on top of the first for Rochester. And this is lifted to right field, and it's going deep. Hits the base of the fence. Gathered up out there by Ben Kiters, and he gets it in for a stand-up double for Ian Regal. First hit of the ball game. And it's a good one. A double for Ian Regal. Now 2 out and a runner at second. Mason Linebeck has a chance to get an RBI here with a base hit. And Trevor looking for his first strikeout. But this guy, the cleanup hitter, center fielder, right-handed batter, stands right in the middle of that box on the right-hand side, and he takes ball 1. Well, Ian Regal taking the first pitch to deep right center. Right at the base, right in front of the flag out there at 343 mark. Not quite enough for the home run, but a double is good. This is flown out to right, and that's an easy grab for Kiters out there for the 3rd out. So 4 up and 3 down, and they strand the runner at second on a double by Regal. But a line out, a pop out, and then a fly out ends the inning with no damage done. And we are through a half inning on the Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, and it is still scoreless. They're open 11 to 11 weekdays, 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday, with the best food around and specials every weekday. You can like them on Facebook and get the word on what's featured each day. Plus, Bleachers has TVs everywhere you look, with all kinds of different sports playing at all times. And don't forget breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings from 8 to 11. It's 1002 South Broadway in Albert Lea. Just, you know what, cruise up and down Broadway, and wherever you see the most cars, that's Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill. And their number is 507-473-2028. As we head to the bottom of the first, and they will face Brevin Gates, will the Tigers here, and it's going to be Brennan Bakken leading things off and playing center field. Trevor Ball, the pitcher, batting second. Jack Jellinger batting third and playing short. Henry Eggums, the third baseman for Albert Lea, he'll bat cleanup. Ethan Ball, the DH, goes fifth. Cody Yokel is sixth in the lineup, catching. Ben Kider's playing out. We have him here at first, but he's out in right. No, I was wrong. It's Mike Olson in right. All right, I stand corrected. So it was Mike Olson who made the third out there. Cody Yokel, then Ben Kider's playing first base and batting seventh. Cam Davis is the second baseman, batting eighth. Trey Hill is playing left field and batting 10th, or rather 9th, and the 10th player is Mike Olson, who's the right fielder, and he is going to not bat here as we start the game. Had the name right for the guy being replaced by the DH, just had the positions in the wrong area there, but we got her straightened out now with Mike Olson out in right, Ben Kider's at first for the Tigers here. Missing some names, too, because of certain things. I know there's a hockey thing going on for some of the guys here, but we are streaming our audio and video as well at kqprfm.com. First pitch to Bakken is a called strike. It's 0-1. So we have the audio and video at kqprfm.com, as well as on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Albert Lea Baseball. Okay. The throw is in time. He tagged him as he was crossing the bag at first, and I guess that was good enough for the umpire over there. He took his time calling it, but from Liam Dahl at short to Ian Regal over at first, and Brennan is out on a 6-3 putout for out number one. Trevor Ball comes to bat, the right-handed batting pitcher tonight for Albert Lea. And we're also on our Facebook page as well for streaming audio and video. You can see that there. The most reliable place to go, I would say, would be the kqprfm.com. But the other two work as well. There's a called strike to Trevor to start things out in his at-bat with one down, nobody on. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. And called strike two. 0-2 from Gates to Trevor Ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out on 3 pitches. 2 up, 2 down. First strikeout for Brevin Gates. And that will bring up Jack Jellinger, the shortstop. Albert Lea 7-4 on the year. They have a game tomorrow at 5, and then the playoffs start Monday. The high seed, the brackets haven't been decided just yet, but the high seed will get a home game. And then the rest of the tournament is going to be played at Riverland in Austin, I believe. It's going to be in Austin. I think it's going to be at Riverland. Strike one again. He gets ahead of all 3 batters he's faced with the first pitch strike. Does Gates. That one is low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Jellinger, right-handed batting shortstop, up in the box. And he swings and misses at that breaking ball, and it's 1-2. As Brevin Gates looking good out of the box here for the Redhawks. Right-hander takes a look and throws it in there. It's bounced towards short. Slow earlier. Third baseman picks it up, but Jack's got the speed to get in there, and he's got an infield single First hit for Albert Lee. And it brings up Henry Agam, third baseman. Cleanup hitter, right-handed batter. With the runner on at first and 2 outs. Here's Brevin Gates checking the runner. Jellinger at first and then delivering home for a called strike. He's had strike 1 on all 4 batters so far. Got the first 2, but Jellinger gets the infield single. As he legs one out on a slow roller to short that the third baseman actually picked up. That was Spencer Kober. Got in front of Liam Dahl, and it wouldn't have mattered. Either one of them wouldn't have got Jack. He was almost there when they got the ball, and they throw over to first, and Jack's back safely. Scoreless in the bottom of the first. Rochester Mayo Redhawks here at Hayek Field, taking on the Albert Lee Tigers in, he got hit. Legion Baseball hit him on the left arm somewhere. And so now, after 2 outs, a single and a hit batter, puts runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Ethan Ball comes up. He's the DH. Batting 5th in Jay Anderson's lineup, and the right-handed batter. As he steps in, now Gates checking 2 runners, delivers, and again, strike 1 on the first pitch to all 5 batters. That's the way you got to get established as a pitcher. It helps to get strike 1. Yeah, Jay told me today it was a 6:30 start, and that's where we're reporting. But then we got here. It was originally a 6 o'clock start. Then somehow it got changed to 6:30, and then they got here, and the Rochester coach was like, well, I thought it was at 6. And so Jay said, well, okay, we'll play it at 6. And they got going quickly. And my tech man, my tech whiz, Reg, got it all set up and ready to go. So kudos to you, sir. 0-2 to Ethan Ball, and that's strike 3 called on that outside corner. Boy, Brevin Gates looking pretty good out of the gates here as he strikes out 2 in the inning. And the Tigers strand 2 and do not score. So after 1 full inning on the AgriGuardian scoreboard, it is scoreless. And that's brought to you by AgriGuardian and Albert Lee. If your crops are stressed, AgriGuardian products can give them a shot in the arm they need to reach their full potential. Get more information at agriguardian.com or call 507-373-1559 and talk to Casey at AgriGuardian.
Everyone likes a fun guy. Until that fungi is growing on their prized tomato. July means hot weather, and hot weather is good for growing everything, including blights, fungus, and all the microorganisms that are competing with you for your fruits, vegetables, and flowers. The Albert Lee Seedhouse Garden Center has remedies for your garden. Bring in a piece of the offending plant, and you'll be on the road to a solution you can live with. Albert Lee Seedhouse Garden Center, located on West Main in Albert Lee. Dirty hands, dirty knees, cleansed soul.
How do you want your life to sound? Like this? Or like this? Life is better with a boat. Find the perfect boat to get you away from the noise, because really, life is better with a boat. Find your perfect Crestliner boat with Mercury motor at Mapleton Marine, also at mapletonmarine.com or on Highway 22 in Mapleton. Life is better with a boat.
All right, top of the second, scoreless here, Albert Lee and Rochester, the Redhawks from Mayo. And it's cousin against cousin here to lead off the second inning as Trevor Ball to Liam Dahl, and Dahl lines one right back up the middle, and it's snared by pitcher Trevor Ball for the out. So cousin Dahl hits it to cousin Ball, and it's 1 up and 1 down here in the second. They got to be cousins, and they got to have rhyming names. Yeah. That'll lead to a food fight at Christmas this year, probably. There's a foul ball from Spencer Kober on the left-hand side, third base side. And he has strike 1. Spencer Kober, the third baseman. Right-handed batter. And here's the 0-1 from Trevor. He swings and misses at that one. It's 0-2. Jacob Brown will be the third one up, second baseman. For the Redhawks out of Mayo. They play Mayo and then JM. It's the Patriots from JM tomorrow at 5. I'll check that time, though, and get back to you tomorrow. That one bounces in for a ball 1-2. It's a Spencer Kober. Around the infield, we have Cody Yokel catching Trevor Ball with Henry Agam at third and Jack Jellinger at short. That one is fouled back and out of play. It's still 1-2. Cam Davis playing out at second for Albert Lee with Ben Kiters at first. And around the outfield, Trey Hill in left. Brennan Bakken is the center fielder. And Mike Olson out there in right field. Good to see Mike get some everyday, get a start. I know he's pinch run a few times. He's one of the younger members of the team. But getting some valuable playing time out here for the 7-4 Tigers. Now the count is 2-2. He started Cobra out 0-2 and now has evened that count. Here's the 2-2, and it's outside ball 3. That's going to be a full count to Cobra. And Trevor went to the full count for his first two batters in the first inning. You don't want to do that too much because it just increases your pitch count. Well, he was shot straight up, and it might hit the roof here. Well, just behind us. Foul ball, still 3-2. Really nice night here. A little bit of a breeze. It's been going from left to right. The flag right now more limp than anything, but it had been blowing out from left to right. Favoring a left-handed batter, which Rochester has a few of. And Alberley has a couple with the lefties, too. Here's the 3-2. That is pasted to left. And it's going to hang up, though, because probably the wind. It hangs up there and is caught by Alberley's Trey Hill. Out there and left. 2 up and 2 down. A fly to left, and now Jacob Brown, second baseman. Number 7 in the order for the Redhawks, who have one hit, a double last inning from Ian Regal, a 2-out double that was wasted. They leave 1. Albert Lee left 2 stranded in their half of the first. First pitch is ball 1 to Brown. Ball to Brown. Here we go. It's bounced to short. Jellinger easily on the 2-hopper, and he gets it to first baseman Kiters for the out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Ball and his teammates. It's good to see. He's still looking for his first strikeout, though, is Trevor Ball on the afternoon, but it doesn't matter. So far, he's got him shut out on the Bleachers scoreboard. Scoreless after an inning and a half, brought to you by Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill in Albert Lea. Open 11 to 11 weekdays, 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday with the best food around. Specials every weekday. Hey, give them a like on Facebook and you get the word on what is featured each day. Plus, Bleachers has TVs everywhere you look with all kinds of different sports playing at all times. And the Game Show Network, sometimes in the morning, I've seen that. And also, I went there for lunch recently and saw a soap opera playing, and I almost turned them in. It's a sports bar. What are we watching the stories for? And not even the right kind, because, I like it as the world turns. Anyway, don't forget breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings, 8 to 11 at South Broadway in Albert Lea. It's Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill. Call 507-473-2028, and you can call your order in ahead of time.
Have you been having problems with your dishwasher, stove, washer, or dryer? Call Orrin Mortensen with On the Spot Appliance Service. With over 30 years experience, Orrin does repairs for all major household appliances and commercial cooking products, including fryers and grills. On the Spot Appliance Service is warranty authorized for most major brands and is a local LG appliance servicer. Don't let your wannabe handyman fix a problem and make it worse. Call Orrin Mortensen with On the Spot Appliance Service anytime at 256-8099.
Back here at Hike Field, chicken strips is the feature with fries for $8.99 at Bleachers today. All those specials they have are under $10, so you can't lose there, and the food is excellent. So here we go in the bottom of the second, and still scoreless. Albert Lee will send the 6, 7, 8 hitters to the plate. Cody Yokel, the catcher, goes first. followed by Ben Kinders, the first baseman, and Cam Davis, the second baseman, facing Brevin Gates, who had 2 strikeouts in the first inning, and he gave up a single and a hit batter too, as well as a ground out to shortstop. Might as well complete the whole cycle there. But it's 1-0 to Cody. As the right-handed batting catcher, deep in the box. That one is, I think it crossed the plate, but it was too low. 1-1, or rather 2-0. Let's go 2-0 to Cody Yokel. As we are ready, Gates to Yokel, and it's fouled back and out of play into the fence. 2-1. Some guys didn't want to play this summer. Some had wrestling camps. Some have hockey camps going on right now. And so piecing together these rosters here this summer. That one is fouled at the plate, and the umpire didn't say anything, did he? I guess it's a foul ball. I didn't hear him say it. Cody thought it was a foul from the beginning. I didn't hear the umpire say anything, and I thought he was just going to wait until he picked it up and threw it to first before he said fair ball. It landed fair, but it must have hit the plate, and is called a strike. 2-2 to Cody. Here's the pitch. And that one is fouled, third base side. Still 2-2. Boy, we're gearing up, by the way, for Viking football. August 14th, Saturday the 14th of August, the first preseason game already, so it's coming up on us. Just about a month away. 3 preseason games, as that's ball 3, 3-2 now to Cody Yokel. 3 preseason games followed by 17 regular season games now. This is the first year for the 17. And then we'll also carry the Super Bowl. Of course, if the Vikings go to the playoffs, we'll have those games for you. But there's one to right field, and then right fielder is way up, and he goes way over his head on a hop, hits the fence. Cody Yokel in with a stand-up double to lead off the second for the Tigers. Second hit of the game for Albert Lee. A single from Jellinger last inning. Here's a double from Yokel, and now Ben Kinders has a chance to get an RBI. First baseman, right-handed batter. Steps in with his back foot on the back line of the batter's box. Gates checks Yokel at second. Ben turns to bunt, but does not make contact, and it's strike one. I don't think he liked the pitch. He didn't really offer at it. He just kind of stood there in the bunt position, and the ball came in and strike one. He might have thought it was a little outside, but the umpire said strike. And here we go with the 0-1. That's a regular swing, and he fouls it third base side. So it's 0-2 to Ben Kinders. Playing first base tonight. Sunshine over the whole field. A little bit of a spot on the grass in front of first that's in the shade, and home plate mostly in the shade. The rest of the field bathed in sunshine. That one's low for a ball 1-2. Good patience from Ben. You're down 0-2, and got to be careful at what you're swinging at, but at the same time, not let anything close just go by. It's 1-2, and that one is a called third strike. And that's the third strikeout for Gates of Tiger batters. One out, runner at second. Cam Davis coming up. Cameron's playing second base, as usual. Trey Hill's on deck. Cody Yokel gets his lead off a second, and here's the pitch from Gates. It is raced to center, but it's hanging up there. It's going to be caught, and Cody's going to get caught off second. That looked like it was going to be, oh, man, if he would have ran back, he might have been safe because the throw into second bounced off the second baseman's glove, and the pitcher had to retrieve it, or first baseman, and then they got him out on the double play there. But that did look like it was going to be in for a base hit, and then it just hung up there. And Davis was out on a fly to center, and then they get Cody leaving second and not tagging up for the third out. And in effect, 1-2-3 inning for Brevin Gates. And we're through 2 on the Agri-Guardian scoreboard, and it's still scoreless here in Albert Lea. Brought to you by AgriGuardian in Albert Lea. You get your plants healthy, feed them micronutrients that are actually available to the plant within minutes, not hours or even days like the other guys. And you can do it with AgriGuardian. It's science-based products that will increase your yields. And you can call Casey at 507-373-1559 or go to agriguardian.com for information on it. 2 full innings. We'll have the 3rd inning coming up here on Power 96 Sports.
Remember when you used to envy theirs?
Nice boat!
Now, they envy yours.
Hey, nice boat!
When the weekend comes to you, you come down to the dock.
Check out the incredible deals on Hewitt docks, lifts, and accessories. Get the quality Hewitt products you need and want at Mapleton Marine, your boating and Hewitt headquarters. Mapleton Marine on Highway 22 or mapletonmarine.com. Facebook too. What are you waiting for?
Are you paying too much for garbage collection? Call Thompson Sanitation today at 256-4370. You'll learn why to make the switch. Thompson Sanitation is locally owned, keeping your money in our local community. They offer garbage disposal and roll-off service with competitive prices and the best service around, too. And it's so easy to change. Start your service today. No BS with TS. Call 256-4370 to get the best service at the best prices in the area. Thompson Sanitation. Be loyal. Shop local.
Trevor Ball facing Nolan Thompson, the right fielder here to start the 3rd inning. Scoreless here, Albert Lea and Rochester. The Mayo Redhawks in town. And Legion Ball, and that bounces in. It's 1-1. Ball with no strikeouts, no walks. Gave up the 1 hit. It was a double in the 1st inning. Thompson, the 8-hitter in the lineup, and he'll be followed by 9-hitter Nick White. He's the left fielder. And then the top of the order with Kyle Prindle, catcher batting 3rd this inning. It's 1-2 to Nolan Thompson. And the pitch. Swung on and bounced to short. Jellinger on a hop, gets it, and then fires across to Kyders for the out. 1 up, 1 down on a 6-3 putout. Nick White comes up, playing left field. He's a lefty. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We've got AgriGuardian and Bleachers on the scoreboard, as well as Geneva Lumber Company, Mapleton Marine, Thompson Sanitation, Albert Lea Seed House Garden Center, a foul back by White, strike 1. On the spot appliance service, as well as Derek's Preferred Auto, Northbridge Mall, T&W Towing, Becker Auto and RV in Hayward, and Freeborn County Solid Waste. Welcome one and all. Can't do it without the help of these great businesses. Thank them next time you're in there doing business. And, of course, streaming our audio and video at kqprfm.com. Got a busy baseball schedule coming up here as it's 1-1 now. To White, and he nails one right up the middle. It's I was going to say, Davis made a shot at it, but he wouldn't have got him out anyway. That was headed towards center field on the ground. Cam Davis showing speed to get over there, but just couldn't glove it, but he wouldn't have got him. Like I said, it's an infield single for Weiss, the 2nd hit of the game for the Redhawks. And they got a runner on with 1 out, in the top of the order, Kyle Prindle coming up. So tomorrow night we'll be right back here at Hayek Field for more Legion ball with Rochester JM Patriots in town. And 5 o'clock is, I think, the scheduled game time. We'll check that, but I think that's what they said. It's weird, though, because all the other games have been at 6 and 6:30. Tomorrow at 5 is the last regular season game. Monday starts the playoffs for Legion play, with the home teams being the higher seeds whenever they get around to seeding that tournament sometime tomorrow or the weekend. And then everything else will happen in Austin, I believe, at Riverland. They got all the fields over there. But anyway, after tomorrow, then Saturday, we head to Iowa, to Mason City, Newman Catholic, as they host. They're the number 1 team in their class, 34-1, taking on Northwood Kensett. And we'll be there for that one at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Preempting, for the moment, the House of Hair. But that'll be heard in its entirety right after that ball game, so stop complaining. Here's the pitch outside, 2-1. 2-1 to Prindle. And then Sunday, a doubleheader scheduled over in Austin. The Greyhounds playing Doubleheader, I think it's against Winona, maybe Red Wing. This one is lifted to right, but it's going foul, and it is out of play. Foul, long strike, 2-2. 2 and 4 o'clock games, and I think they normally play 9 innings, but I think on the doubleheaders they play 7. I'll check that too, but that's not till Sunday, so I'm not really worried about it right now. But that is a busy schedule, and then we have playoffs for Legion. Got a couple more Greyhound games scheduled for next week. If Northwood Kensett wins, they play next Wednesday in the championship for a trip to state, and that one's lifted to right, and nice catch made out there by Mike Olson for out number 2. Prindle flies to right, and now Brevin Gates comes up. Pitcher against pitcher with 2 down and a runner on first for the Redhawks. Yeah, if Northwood wins, it'll be a major upset because they're 13-14, and Newman Catholic is like 34-1 and the number 1 team in the state. But that's why they play the games. You just never know. Get hot at the right time, you can knock off anybody. There's already been some big upsets in that bracket already, so we'll see what happens on Saturday night, because if they win, they'll play Wednesday for a trip to state in Iowa high school baseball action. And the 1-0 pitch is on the way to Gates, and it's outside 2-0. Last time Gates lined out to the shortstop, Jellinger. Ball still looking for his first strikeout. Hasn't walked anybody here in 2 2/3 innings of work. He delivers. That one is ripped to left, right past the third baseman's glove. Henry Egan put it out there, but not much he could do about that one. That was a laser to left. Third hit of the game, second of the inning. Puts runners at first and second now with 2 down, and Ian Regal comes up. He had a double his first time up. The lefty first baseman. Well, if he doubles again, there's going to be trouble. You're going to score at least 1. Depending on the speed of Mr. Gates, maybe 2. That's outside to start to Regal with ball 1, 1-0. Runners get their leads. Trevor looks them over and delivers home. Low, ball 2. Two and 0. Right-hander Trevor ball. Checks the runner at second quickly and then throws a little curve ball, or at least a breaking ball in there. 3-0, it misses. That one missed high. And a 3-0 pitch. It is right down the middle. Taken all the way by Regal, as you normally do on 3-0. Now 3-1. Trevor's working fast here. He sets up and goes. He doesn't dilly-dally around. That one's fouled. First base side now to play. And it's a full count now to Ian Regal. 2 down. Runners at first and second for Rochester, and here's the pitch. And then off speed, just about broke my window. Well, I have a fence in front of me, so it wouldn't have happened. But that one right over the top of our heads here. Still 3-2. I parked behind that pole out there by that house, 2 houses away, so I think I'm safe. That one is lifted deep to right, and on his horses. Olsen reaches for it but couldn't get it. And it bounces in front of him, and he gets it in there. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one in on a 2 RBI double. The second double of the game for Regal. Wow. He ripped that one to right, and Olsen tried his best to put a glove up there and stop it at least, but was unsuccessful. Now 2-0 Redhawks here in the top of the third. And Mason Lembeck, he has, let me see, says he reached on an error, but I also have him as a third out. So, oh, I see. It was a liner. It looked like an E. It was an L. A liner to right field on a line. That's why it's a liner. 1-0 to him. And a balk is called on Trevor Ball, so to third goes Regal. It happens quite often. And sometimes pitcher going too fast, not taking much time between pitches, gets in too much of a hurry because you have to come to a full set, and you can't. Well, he didn't in that case. He didn't throw it to the bag where the second base, where the runner was. But you can't do that after you've made a move towards home. I think it was just that he didn't come to a full set. And them's the rules. It's 1-1. And that one's right up the middle. Jellinger stops it. He fires to first in time to get the third out. And that saved a run there. As if that goes any farther, Regal scores easily. But we'll hold him to the 2 on the 2 RBI double from Regal. And he's stranded at third to end the inning. A great play by Jack Jellinger. And after 2.5, it's 2-0 now on the Agri-Guardian scoreboard. Wait a minute. I think I have that backwards. I think it's the Bleacher scoreboard this time. Bleacher Sports Bar and Grill in Albert Lee. 2-0 Redhawks. That's what I knew I'd get it. Bleachers is open 11 to 11 weekdays and 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday with the best food around. Specials every weekday. Give them a like on Facebook and you'll find out what's cooking, like chicken strips with fries today for $8.99. That's the special right up until 9 o'clock. And you can also go down there for all the sports you can handle. TVs everywhere you look with all kinds of different sports. This is kind of a weird day. There's golf, I know, the U.S. Open or the British Open in golf. Other than that, baseball's still out until tomorrow. So no NASCAR. There's no other sports I know of. I'm sure they'll find something. Cribbage, poker, bags, whatever. There'll be something on there. But don't forget breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings, 8 to 11. South Broadway, Albert Lee is Bleacher Sports Bar and Grill. 507-473-2028. As we go to the bottom of the third, and Albert Lee now down 2 runs, and they'll bat their 9-1-2 hitters, Trey Hill, Brennan Bakken, and Trevor Ball, facing Brevin Gates, who has thrown 3 strikeouts. Through his 2 innings of work. And a 1-2-3 second on the double play that helped that cause. Trey Hill is the left fielder. He comes to the plate, right-handed batter. First at-bat of the game. Brevin Gates looks him over, gets the pitch signal from his catcher, and delivers low and outside. Ball 1. Catcher Kyle Prindle. And Brevin Gates is pitching, and then Spencer Kober at third, Liam Dahl at short, Jacob Brown playing second, Ian Regal is the first baseman for the Redhawks, and then Nick Weish, this one's bounced to second, and it handcuffs the second baseman, and safe at first is Trey Hill. That was misplayed out there by Jacob Brown at second, but boy, I don't know if you can give him an error. It was a hot shot to him. And he kept it in front of him. And he actually did throw it over there, but not in time. So I'm going to give him an infield single. That'll be the third hit for Albert Lee. And Hill is on for Brennan Bakken with nobody out here, trailing 2-0. And he bunts right out in front of the plate. Pitcher Gates picks it up, wails it over to first. And Regal catches it for the out. So a nice sacrifice bunt from Brennan. Moves Hill over to second. And it brings up Trevor Ball with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Home run ties it. Just saying. I called one the other night. Were you aware of that? In the Northwood game, I called it. I said, it'd be nice if it's a home run. Next pitch, he homered. That was great. That never happens. That skied to the infield, and first baseman Ian Regal ends up grabbing that one. So 2 down on a pop to first. And Jack Jellinger will have to get the single to score Hill here and cut the lead in half. The outfield has Nick Weish in left, Mason Lembeck in center, and Nolan Thompson out in right for the Redhawks. As Skates looks at the runner at second and then delivers. That's outside and low, ball one. Well, he hasn't had a first pitch strike this inning. 4 batters. Gave up the base hit, and then the sac bunt moved Hill to second, and here we sit with 2 outs. Jellinger pounds one foul, third base side. 1-1. Jellinger, the tying run at the plate. Here in the bottom of the third. 4 hits for Rochester. Well, they have 2. I gave them a hit. They probably had an error on that second baseman, but this one is launched to left center and on the run. Nice catch out there by Mason Lembeck in center field. Boy, Jack gave that one a ride, but just hung up enough for Mason to get underneath that one and end the inning. They leave another runner stranded at second. As we go to the AgriGuardian scoreboard after 3 complete, it's 2-0 Rochester. And it's brought to you by AgriGuardian and Albert Lee. Farmers can increase soil microbiology with AgriGuardian products. That means soil health and plant health. And they do it with science. So check it out. You can call Casey for information. He does it on his own fields, uses his products here from AgriGuardian, and he swears he gets higher yields, and you can too. Call him at 507-373-1559 or check him out online, agriguardian.com. 3 in the books on Power 96 Sports.
Are you considering remodeling or maybe building new? If so, you need to talk to Tate, or you could just ask Josh. They're both professionals, and you can find them at the Geneva Lumberyard just off I-35 in Geneva. The Geneva Lumberyard is your full-service lumberyard and home design and drafting center. For your next project, stop in or call the Geneva Lumber Company at 256-0045 and talk to Tate, or just ask Josh. That's the Geneva Lumber Company, open Monday through Friday to serve you. Power 96 is looking for camera operators to assist with our live streaming of high school sports. Pay will be on a per-game basis. If you're interested, either call us at 507-373-9600 during regular business hours or email power96@kqprfm.com.
Here we go, 4th inning, cousin against cousin, as ball to Dahl is ball 1. I feel like Dr. Seuss all of a sudden. Trevor looks in for the sign and heaves one in there. Same spot, outside and low. Ball 2. He lined out Liam Dahl to his cousin Trevor Ball in the his first at bat last inning. He led off the second, and he's leading off the 4th. There's a strike from Trevor. It's 2-1. And here's the pitch. Inside, 3-1. Spencer Cobra, the third baseman, on deck, and then Jacob Brown, the second baseman, up third this inning. Here's the 3-1. It's bounced to third. Nice grab after it hits him in the chest from Henry Eggum, and he does get it across in time to Ben Kiders for the out. 1 up and 1 down. Good play by Eggum. Handcuffed him at first. I think he took a bad hop and hit him kind of in the chest and then the glove, and then it hit the ground, and he picked it up and got it over all the way across the diamond in time. Spencer Kober is up now, the right-handed hitting third baseman. He flew out to left his first time up. He check swing, and it's ball 1. He was able to hold up on that one. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th for Rochester, the Mayo Redhawks. Better check their hits. They have them for 4. I've got them for 3. They had the double in the first. 1, 2, 3 in the second. A double in the third. The pesky single I missed. There it is. 4 hits, 2 runs. Here's the pitch. That's lifted to center. Should be playable. Bakken, no, can't get to it. And it bounces to the fence. right in the center, and another double for the Redhawks. 5 hits overall, 3 doubles. Kober sitting on second now with 1 out. And Jacob Brown is coming up, and he grounded out to the shortstop. Short to first, second inning. That was the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. 1 out here in the 4th. Runner in scoring position at second, already up 2-0, the Redhawks. Ball checks the runner twice and then delivers home, and that one is in the air, infield. Jellinger, no, Jellinger, I think he called it, and he was steaming towards it, but it was Trevor Ball, the pitcher, who made the catch at the last second when Jack just couldn't make it there in time. He was playing deep short. He had a long run to go. They got the out nonetheless. 2 down. A little pop to the pitcher. And Nolan Thompson, the right fielder, he also grounded out short to first his first time up. And then he sends one base hit right up the middle. And Bakken comes up with it. The runner coming around third will score 3-0 Rochester. An RBI single for Nolan Thompson. The 6th hit of the game for Rochester. And that brings up Nick Weich. He's the left fielder. Last time he singled. He's the 9-hitter. He got a base hit. It was stranded out at second. That was last inning. The left-handed batter as Thompson gets his lead, and that one skips away from catcher Yokel and down to second scampers Thompson. Another runner in scoring position for Rochester. Already leading 3-0 on 6 hits. 3 hits for Albertley. They have 2. I'm not counting an error that they counted. It's a hot shot, man. These guys aren't professionals. He kept it in front of him. That's half the battle. Has 2 balls and no strikes now to Weich. Runner gets his lead at second. 2 down here in the 4th. Run across already to make it 3-0. And that one is low, 3-0 to the 9-hitter. Well, the 9-hitter is going to be their star hitter. He's got a single. No, 3-0 count. Top of the order, Kyle Prindle next. That's a called strike. 3-1 as Weich takes all the way. Trevor in the 4th inning still has not had a strikeout recorded. A lot of ground balls, some liners, a couple of fly balls. But, 6 hits, too. So there's a slow roller to second, and that is picked up by Cam Davison. He gets it to Ben Kinders for that 3rd out. But they score another run and make it 3-0 now after 4.5 on the Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Bleachers open 11 to 11 weekdays, 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday with the best food around. It's chicken strips with fries today for $8.99. Still got a couple hours you can get in on that deal. And like them on Facebook and get the word on what's featured each day. Plus, Bleachers has TVs everywhere you look, all kinds of different sports playing. And don't forget, and it'll be a really different kind of sports today because there's not much on the schedule. It'll be those secondary sports. And don't forget breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings, 8 to 11 on South Broadway in Albert Lee. Call 507-473-2028. Power 96 is 96.1 KQPR FM, Albert Lee, Minnesota.
Everyone likes a fun guy. Until that fun guy is growing on their prized tomato, July means hot weather, and hot weather is good for growing everything, including blights, fungus, and all the microorganisms that are competing with you for your fruits, vegetables, and flowers. The Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center has remedies for your garden. Bring in a piece of the offending plant, and you'll be on the road to a solution you can live with. Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center, located on West Main in Albert Lee. Dirty hands, dirty knees, cleansed soul.
Power 96 is looking for a self-motivated, goal-oriented salesperson. Experience is a plus, but we'll train the right person. Base salary plus commission, 5 days a week, paid holidays and vacation. Send your resume to dmassman@kqprfm.com. That's DMASSMAN at kqprfm.com. No phone calls, please.
Here we go in the bottom of the 4th, and Albertlee's got to get the bats going here. They've been shut down so far. 3 hits. You got a single, a double, and a single. One each inning so far. And they're going to get to Brevin Gates here. Second time around the order, they'll start with the top of the order. Brendan Bakken. No. Henry Eggum. It's the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Henry Eggum, Ethan Ball, and Cody Yokel to face Brevin Gates here as we get into the bottom of 4. 3-0 Rochester. 7-4 Albert Lee. Needs to get a win here and increase their chances of a home playoff game Monday. They play again tomorrow night at 5 against the Rochester JM Patriots right here at Hayek Field, and that'll be on Power 96. Early game. That's ball 1 to Henry, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Second pitch to him, hit him in the left arm. There's the pitch. That's low. Skips in. Ball 2. 2-0. They're keeping that one in play. Normally when they get scuffed like that, skipping in, they just replace it. But as Reg tells me, there's 4 balls sitting on top of the bathroom building right behind us that somebody's going to have to go up there and get pretty soon. That one gets away from the catcher, goes past him on a little wild pitch, and makes it 3-0 to Eggum, leading off the 4th for the Tigers. They need 3 runs to tie it, and they're running out of time to do that. Playing 7 innings here. Gates delivers 3-0, taken all the way, strike 1. 3-1. Eggum at third, showing his good arm last inning on a throw across the diamond, but he knocked down and didn't have a lot of time for it. There's a walk in 5 pitches. So he got hit by a pitch and he walked. Runner on here, leadoff batter. Ethan Ball now with a runner at first and nobody out. The DH struck out his first time up. Right-hander. Ethan, cousin to Trevor Ball, and as they throw to first, and Eggum gets back in. Also cousin to Liam Dahl, the shortstop for Rochester. As the pitch, he squares to bunt, does not offer, and strike is called. That happened last time he was up. It's 0-1. He squared around as if to bunt, but did not move the bat toward the ball, and both times, last time and this time, called a strike. Throw it over to first again. Henry back in safely. I may have to use this raid. I'm getting bit by these flies up here. Here's the squares to bunt, and he does hit that one right back to the pitcher. So a nice sacrifice bunt. Moves Eggum to second. 1 down for Cody Yokel. Cody doubled in his first at bat. He was stranded there, though. Actually, from his own doing, it was a fly ball to center that looked like it was going to fall in, but so he took off from second. But it was caught for the second out of the inning, and then he was caught off second, having gone too far there. There he rips one to left field for a solid base hit, and they hold the runner at third, Eggum. So runners at the corners, and Cody Yokel 2 for 2. The 4th hit for the Tigers. As Ben Kinders comes up with an RBI opportunity. He struck out his first time up on 4 pitches. One of 3 strikeouts for Gates, but he hasn't had one in the last inning and a third. Well, let's make that actually goes back whole 2 innings. He struck out his last batter, was the first out of the second inning. Here we are with 1 out in the 4th. Runners at the corners. It's an 0-1, and the runner goes from first. That's Yokel. He's safe. They didn't throw at him, so that's uncontested. No, he's going to go back. Maybe it must have been foul tipped. 0-2. to Kiters. So 0-2 is still runners at the corners with 1 out. And he swings at that one and misses. And that'll be the 4th strikeout for Gates of Tiger batters. And the 2nd out here in the 4th. Still runners at the corners. Eggum on 3rd, Yokel on 1st, and Cam Davis now, the 8-hitter in the lineup. He flew out to center field his first time up. To get a base wrap and at least get on the board here in the 4th. Still a few innings to go, but can't be stranding guys at 3rd too often. That's a strike called to Cam. You like to get them home when they're on 3rd. They stranded 2nd and 3rd 1 inning. Yokel takes off, and the ball is hit towards shortstop, but the 3rd baseman misplays it, and the run scores. Davis on at 1st. Yokel gets to 2nd, and in to score Henry Eggum to make it 3-1. Now Elberly trailing by 2. That's an error on the 3rd baseman, allowing Davis to reach and everybody else to be safe, including the run scored by Eggum. So an unearned run on the E5. And now runners at 1st and 2nd with 2 down for Trey Hill, who singled his last time up, the number 9 hitter. If he can get on, Brendan Bakken will be up top of the order. Davis at 1st, Yokel at 2nd. Is that Olson at 1st running? What's his number? Is that a 3? Yeah, that's Cam Davis. Okay. My eyes were deceiving me. It's 2-0 to Trey Hill. 2 outs, runners at 1st and 2nd. 1 run in, cut the lead to 3-1. That's low, so 2-0. 3-0. I thought I said 2-0. There you go, 3-0. Runners get their leads off 1st and 2nd. The pitch is taken for a strike. Hill didn't even crouch into that one. It was 3-0, so took it, 3-1. Prove you can get it in there, pitcher. And he did, Brevin Gates. Gates has struck out 4, walked 1, and hit 1. That one's inside, and he walked him. 2nd walk given up by Gates. And that will load the bases for Brendan Bakken, the leadoff hitter, who had a sac bunt his last time up and then grounded out short to 1st his first time at bat. So Yokel's at 3rd, Cam Davis at 2nd, and Hill is at 1st. Lead run is at 1st base for the Tigers. Bases clearing triple, Brennan. What do you say? Strike 1 is called. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Rochester. As Gates steps off the rubber and kicks at the dirt a little bit. Now gets back on there and ready to go. Barely looks at the runners. They're all over the place. And that is a swing and a strike. So it's 0-2 to Bakken. With 2 outs, got to make some contact here and get a base wrap. Here's the pitch. Outside gets away from catcher Prindle and safe at home is Yokel. The throw gets away from catcher to pitcher and rolls into the infield, so everybody advances. Yokel scores, make it 3-2. Alberley just down 1 now with Davis at 3rd, the tying run. Hill is the go-ahead run at 2nd. It's a 1-2 count to Brendan Bakken with 2 outs. The run scored on the wild pitch there. And a swing and a miss by Brennan will end the inning. It's a 5th strikeout for Gates. But they get 2 runs, strand 2, and after 3.5 It is it's 4 complete, and it is 3-2 Rochester over Albert Lee here in Legion Baseball on Power 96. And it's the AgriGuardian scoreboard brought to you by AgriGuardian of Albert Lee. If you want healthy plants, farmers, you should feed them micronutrients that are actually available to your plants within minutes, not hours or even days like the other guys. Get more information at agriguardian.com or call 507-373-1559. Talk to Casey about all those great AgriGuardian products. He's a farmer locally, and he uses those products on his fields and gets increased yields because of it. You can do the same. agriguardian.com.
Have you been having problems with your dishwasher, stove, washer, or dryer? Call Orrin Mortensen with On-the-Spot Appliance Service. With over 30 years experience, Orrin does repairs for all major household appliances and commercial cooking products, including fryers and grills. On-the-Spot Appliance Service is warranty authorized for most major brands and is a local LG appliance servicer. Don't let your wannabe handyman fix a problem and make it worse. Call Orrin Mortensen with On-the-Spot Appliance Service anytime at 256-8099.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
We go to the 5th inning, and there's a shot to first, and Kinders grabs it and steps on the bag for 1 out. 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th of a 3-2 Rochester lead. Legion Baseball, and that was off the bat of Kyle Prindle, the leadoff hitter for the Redhawks. 1 unassisted is how that is scored, and Brevin Gates, the pitcher, comes up. He's lined out to short and singled. Trevor Ball continues on the hill, and he has not struck anyone out. He has not walked anybody. He has not hit anybody. But he's held them to 3 runs, not all earned, on 6 hits through 4 innings of work. That one is in the air and deep to left, and back it goes. It bounces at the base of the fence. Hill grabs it and gets it in, but not before it's a double for Brevin Gates. His 2nd hit of the day and the 7th for the Redhawks. Yeah, he belted that one. Hill was quick to get back there, but that thing was a laser. Bounced at the bottom of the fence out there, about 360. So he put a charge into that one, and he's got a stand-up double, and Ian Regal is up. He's doubled twice. Has 2 RBIs. And he fouls that one off to the left side for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th for Rochester as Ball delivers outside. Ball 1. 1-1 with 1 out and a runner at second. 1-1 with 1 out and the runner at second is number 1. It's a lot of ones. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's, close on the corner, outside to the left-handed batting Regal, but called ball 2, 2-1. I thought Yokel framed that one quite well on that corner. But I'm not any closer. I mean, the ump is a lot closer. That one's a single, no doubt about it, to center. It's going to score a run and increase the Rochester lead to 4-2. The play is at second, and he's out. Trying to stretch that single into a double. He gets credit for the single, the 8th hit, but he's thrown out at second for out number 2, but he gets the RBI, his 3rd of the game. And his 3rd hit, he's 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single, is Ian Regal. But thrown out there at second, trying to stretch that a little farther. And now Mason Alembic. And the pitch to him is bounced in the dirt before the plate, so ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on for Rochester with a run in. They scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Albert Lee, both of their runs last inning, 4th, bottom of the 4th. There's a laser foul back into the screen. 1-1. Four to 2, Rochester. Here in the top of the fifth. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one makes him straighten his legs. And it's a ball and 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. Trevor. Working quickly again. Fires. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece of that one, but still a strike. 2-2. With 2 outs. Trevor looking for his first strikeout here. It's a good spot for it. Here's the pitch. And it is lifted to center. Long run for Bach, and he dives for it and doesn't quite get it. It plays at second as he's trying to stretch it into a double, and he's safe. Well, a nice try there by Brennan Bach, and he had a long run. And Olson out and right also was playing over closer to the line. He had a long run. Bach dives for it and just misses. So another double. We've been a doubles machine, these Redhawks. That's 9 hits. Half of them, well, 4 have been doubles. Liam Dahl is up to bat, and he rips one to left, and that's fair. And another run will score. 5-2, Rochester on an RBI single from Dahl. The 10th hit of the game for the Redhawks. They say 9 on the scoreboard. Oh, there you go. Now they finally got 10. They had the single that he was thrown out at second. It's still a hit, just not a double. It's a single. He's thrown out at second. And that there was the a single from Dahl that scored the 5th run, and that might be all for Trevor. Looks like it. But they got the RBI single from Dahl to make it 5-2. And it was Gates who scored. On to third is Lembeck. And we have a new pitcher, and it's going to be number 3, Cam Davis. Is that right? Is it number 3? Yeah. Cam will come in and replace Trevor. And we'll have that action coming up here as it's 5-2 now, top of the 5th. Rochester leading Albert Lee in Legion baseball action on Power 96 Sports.
Have you been having problems with your dishwasher, stove, washer, or dryer? Call Orrin Mortensen with On-the-Spot Appliance Service. With over 30 years experience, Orrin does repairs for all major household appliances and commercial cooking products, including fryers and grills. On-the-Spot Appliance Service is warranty authorized for most major brands and is a local LG appliance servicer. Don't let your wannabe handyman fix a problem and make it worse. Call Orrin Mortensen with On-the-Spot Appliance Service anytime at 256-8099.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity. There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Minnesota's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play! Yeah!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Cam Davis comes in to pitch in relief of Trevor Ball. Strike 1 to the first batter, and they throw to first and back safely. His base runner, Dahl. Spencer Kober is up. And some changes with Kinders going from first to right. Cam Davis goes from second to pitch. Trevor Ball goes from pitcher to first. And Mike Olson goes from right to second. As they still only have a couple of bench players, Dakota Yankee and Eric Doppelhammer. 2-1 now to Spencer Kober. And strike is called. 2-2 with 2 down. And a runner at first. Got 2 runs in here to make it a 5-2 lead, though. Just when Albert Lee made it closer. It was 3-2 after 4. But those 2 runs here in the top of the 5th have widened that lead back out to 3 again. This one's in the air. Bakken should be able to zero in on this one in center, and he does for the 3rd out. And they hold him down after the relief pitching stint there. Cam Davis comes in and gets the guy he faces. It's Spencer Kober. And so they hold him to 2 runs here in the 5th, but it's a 5-2 Rochester lead on the Bleachers scoreboard. Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill in Albert Lee open 11-11 weekdays and 8-11 Saturday and Sunday. Best food around. They got chicken strips with fries for $8.99 until about 9 tonight. So you still got about an hour and a half to enjoy that. And you can like them on Facebook to get the word on what is featured each day. They usually post right around 8 or 9 o'clock, so it's early, and they let you know what's going on. They open at 11. Plus, of course, TVs everywhere with all the sports playing at all times. And, again, breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings 8 to 11. On South Broadway in Albert Lee, call 507-473-2028 for Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, for Albert Lee, that means the 2-3-4 hitters, Trevor Ball, Jack Jellinger, and Henry Eggums. Sounds like runs to me. Let's hope so. They're down 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Time's running short as Brevin Gates gets his last of his warm-up tosses here in the 5th. He's through 4 innings, struck out 5, walked 2, and hit 1. Albert Lee with the 2 runs on, I say 4 hits, they say 3. With Rochester, 5 runs on 10 hits, and they say 2 errors, I say 1. But that's the way it goes. As we are just about ready to begin here in the bottom of 5. Seems like he's been taking too many warm-up tosses. Let's go. As that was the last one, and it went right through the catcher's legs, so he's got to get a ball from the ump to throw to second. And we're ready to go. Trevor struck out, and he also popped out to first, so he's due. Made the 2nd out of the 1st and the 2nd out of the 3rd. And he's the leadoff here in the 5th. His right-hander, Brevin Gates, digs in on the mound, and he's ready to go. And the pitch, way outside. Catcher didn't even try to get that one. It's ball 1. He's like, I'm not going to pull a hammy trying to get that. 1-0. And the pitch. That's low and outside again. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Trevor Ball. Just went from pitcher to first base with 2 outs in the last half inning, and that one is on the ground to second as Jacob Brown has a little bit of trouble with it. He got him safe. Oof, I thought the umpire was going to give him the out, but at the last second he went safe. That's why the he got him safe call from me. He is actually safe with a error charged to the second baseman there as he fumbled the ball. Brown allowing Trevor to reach, and now Jack Jellinger up. He had a single in the 1st and flew out to center in the 3rd. They throw over, and back safely is Ball. And now he's got laundry to do tonight. 5-2 Rochester, bottom of 5. Albert Lee scored 2 last innings. See if they can keep that run streak going. As that's a wild pitch, and then down to second scampers Trevor. Scoring position now for Jack, who's got a is it a 1-0 count? I thought he threw more than one pitch to him. Scoreboard says 1-0. Reg says 1-0. So there you go. You got a quorum. It's 1-0. Trevor gets his lead off second. Gates, he's been outside this inning here. After showing some pretty good control, he had a handful of strikeouts, but 2-0 to Ball before he got on an error. Now 2-0 to Jellinger. And there's a called strike on that outside corner. Jack with the wide stance. Ready for the 2-1, and he lifts it foul first base side. Unable to get to that out there, and right was Nolan Thompson. So a long strike for Jack, and it's 2-2. There's one unhappy dog over there. Two and two. With a runner at second and nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth for Albert Lee. Trying to climb back into this one, trailing by 3. Gates checks runner Ball at second, and Jack laces one to short, but it's scooped up there and across the diamond. He moves the runner, and there's one down. And Ball goes to third, and it's Henry Eggum coming up. Henry had a couple of walks. Actually, he was hit by a pitch, and then he walked. He scored a run. He's got a duck out there at third. He can cut the lead to 2. Just one out here in the fifth. Ooh, swing and a miss. Strike one to Henry. Right-handed hitting third baseman. And the pitch hits that inside corner. And it's quickly 0-2 to Mr. Eggum. Gates does not look at the runner at third. Of course, you can see him, right, being a right-handed pitcher, just out of the corner probably of his eye, but he misses with that one, 1-2. I feel that same way there, dog. Here's the 1-2. Low for a ball, 2-2. Two and two with one down. Runner at third for Albert Lee. Gates delivers high for ball 3. It's a full count. Eggum fell behind 0-2. Now 3-2. Works his way right back into it. 3-2 with one down. And a runner 90 feet away. That one is lifted to right side, running out of room and out of play. And we'll do it again. The Open Championship over there in somewhere in, is it in England, Scotland, somewhere? I don't know. Who's leading? Oosthuizen is leading 6 under after his first round. Jordan Spieth and B. Harmon right behind him, a stroke back. That one is blistered back to the pitcher. Safe at home is Trevor Ball because he had to tag him. He thought the catcher obviously thought it was just a force play, but you got to tag him. There was he was the only runner on at third, and so he slides in safely to make it 5-3. Albert Lee down 2, and Henry reaches on a fielder's choice. And they are going to talk to Brevin Gates. Remains to be seen if they pull him. Does not look like they're going to. I think the coach is just going to yell at his players a little bit. and it'll be Ethan Ball up next. Yeah, Spieth and Harmon are a stroke back, and then a lot of golfers at 4 under, 2 strokes back. Hebert, Simpson, Fratelli, Hughes, and Sink all at 4 under. But, yeah, Louis Oosthuizen is leading the way. But, you know, he's finished second at the last 2 majors and just can't get it done. But I think he's won the British Open before, so it might be his course. You never know. But they change courses every year, so that's hard to tell, too. Here's the pitch to – no, they go to first and back safely is Eggum. Henry with the RBI. making it 5-3. Rochester here in the bottom of the 5th. Just one out for Ethan, who that one was good eye, ball one. Cody Yokel on deck. He's been hitting the cover off the ball today. He's got a double and a single and a run scored. Here's the pitch. That one is on the ground, shortstop. Steps on second, throws to first, double play, ends the inning. 6-3 double play. Or is that 6-6-3? Either way you want to call it. It's the same effect, second and third outs. And the inning ends. They score another run to narrow that lead to 2. 5-3 now, through 5 innings of play on the AgriGuardian scoreboard. And if your crops are stressed, probably not now with all the rain. They're doing all right. But there was a while there where it was touch and go. But AgriGuardian products, you know, they can give your crops the shot in the arm they need to reach their full potential. And so for maybe next year or in years to come, you ought to think about AgriGuardian science-based products to help you increase your yields. You can call Casey at 507-373-1559 or check it out yourself. Take a peek at agriguardian.com. Back with inning number 6 from Hayek Field here as we get Legion baseball down the home stretch here on Power 96 Sports.
Are you paying too much for garbage collection? Call Thompson Sanitation today at 256-4370. You'll learn why to make the switch. Thompson Sanitation is locally owned, keeping your money in our local community. They offer garbage disposal and roll-off service with competitive prices and the best service around, too. And it's so easy to change. Start your service today. No BS with TS. Call 256-4370 to get the best service at the best prices in the area. Thompson Sanitation. Be loyal. Shop local.
It's been a hot, dry summer in southern Minnesota. If you could use a little refreshment, stop by the Seed House Garden Center, where July is all about Thirsty Thursdays. Stop by each Thursday and find a solo cup hidden in the store to win a mini soda. Mini soda winners get entered to win great prizes from local businesses. Check out our Facebook or Instagram for more information. Albert Lea Seed House Garden Center, located on West Main and Albert Lea. Dirty hands, dirty knees, cleansed soul.
Quickly, 1-1 to Jacob Brown here, leading off the 6th for Rochester with Cam Davis on the hill. In relief, he got the last out last inning in relief of Trevor Ball, and now facing Brown, who has grounded to short and popped to the pitcher. Oh, that's a long throw, but he got him. Boy, I wish we had video. And we do. So you can see that replay at kqprfm.com. That was a great play by shortstop Jack Jellinger, who had it, flipped it in the air, did a 360, caught it, and threw it over to Ball at first for the out. Quite a play. 1 up, 1 down. This one is grounded to Mike Olson at second, and he gets the throw over to Trevor Ball at first in time to get Nolan Thompson. 1-2 up and 2 down now. On a 4-3 put out, and that'll bring up Nick Weich. Left-handed hitting left fielder who singled and has grounded out to second. 2 quick outs here, and that's what they need to get another one. Get the bats going again. Strike on that outside corner from Davis. Starts him out with a strike. He's only thrown 4 pitches, and he's got 2 outs. And a strike on Nick, the 9-hitter. And here's the delivery. Again on that outside corner to the lefty. And he's ahead to 0-2. Come on, Cam, close him out. It'll be the first strikeout by an Albert Lea pitcher tonight. It's kind of odd and different for them. That one is hit to the right side, and Trevor's going to take it at first by himself. 3 unassisted, and that'll be it. 1-2-3, quick inning. Beautifully done. Started by Jellinger's amazing play. You got to go try and look that one up when the game is done here, and you can check it out in the top of the 6th. The leadoff batter. As we are through 5.5 now, 5-3 Rochester on the Bleacher scoreboard. Bleacher Sports Bar and Grill Open every day, 11 to 11, weekdays 8 to 11 on Saturday and Sunday with the best food around. And special today, chicken strips with fries for $8.99 for about another hour and a half or so. Like them on Facebook, get the word on the feature of the day and anything else they're up to. They always have something going on. And with the Open Championship going on this weekend, I'm sure they'll have something happening this weekend. Plus, they have breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings, 8 to 11. It's on South Broadway in Alberley. Call 507-473-2028 and inquire there. Starting at 11 on weekdays.
Remember when you used to envy theirs?
Nice boat!
Now, they envy yours.
Hey, nice boat!
When the weekend comes to you, you come down to the dock.
Check out the incredible deals on Hewitt docks, lifts, and accessories. Get the quality Hewitt products you need and want at Mapleton Marine, your boating and Hewitt headquarters. Mapleton Marine on Highway 22 or mapletonmarine.com. Facebook too. What are you waiting for?
Are you paying too much for garbage collection? Call Thompson Sanitation today at 256-4370. You'll learn why to make the switch. Thompson Sanitation is locally owned, keeping your money in our local community. They offer garbage disposal and roll-off service with competitive prices and the best service around, too. And it's so easy to change. Start your service today. No BS with TS. Call 256-4370 to get the best service at the best prices in the area. Thompson Sanitation. Be loyal. Shop local.
Starting out the bottom of the sixth as Cody Yokel swings and misses at the opening pitch from Kyle Prindle, who's in relief of Brevin Gates here in the sixth for Rochester. And they moved some players around. I know Gates went from pitcher to left, swinging a miss again by Cody, who's 2 for 2. He's got a double and a single. And a run scored. Leading off the sixth here for Albert, trailing 5-3. Let's see. Prindle goes from from catcher to pitcher, as Cody gives that one a ride, foul down the left field side. Got a hold of that one. He's ripped a couple of nice hits tonight, double and a single. And the other move I'm sure of, Gates going from pitcher to left. I'm not sure about the other ones, but this one is fouled. As Cody wasting some baseballs here. And it's an 0-2 count. To the leadoff batter here in the sixth. They need 2 to tie. Down to their last 6 outs. And that's a ball, 1-2. So Gates goes 5, and he strikes out 5, and he walks 2 and hits 1. And leaves with a 5-3 lead. 10 hits for Rochester, 4 for Albert Lee. But 4 errors for Rochester. It's quite rare that you have 4 errors more than the other team and you're leading by 2. So that means Albert Lee will come back and win. 1-2. Ooh, that one had some curve to it, and Cody was fooled on that one, and strikeout number 1 for Prindle. Froze Cody, and there's 1 up, 1 down. And Ben Kiters, nope. We have Dakota Yankee coming up instead. Pinch hitting for Kiters. Dakota getting some action. And he takes strike 1 on that outside corner, the right-handed batter. Some talk going on between Anderson and the umpire and the other coach, and everybody goes, okay, cool. I'll know what was said, but it's none of my business. 0-1, strike called. It's 0-2 to Yankee. 6th inning, got to get some magic going here, boys. And the 0-2 is low for ball 1. 1-2. Cam Davis due up next. And Dakota fouls that one out of play. It's still 1-2. Still a 4-pack on the roof of the bathroom out here. Somebody's got to go gather those. There's one on the ground to third. Ties up the third baseman momentarily, but he gets it across in time. 2 outs on a 5-3 put out of Dakota Yonke for out number 2, and that brings up Cam Davis, the current pitcher for the Tigers, who has flown out to center and reached on an error to the third baseman, one of the 4 Rochester errors. I claim 3, but I might as well go along with the scoreboard. I can be stubborn, but sometimes I'm wrong. And that was a ball low, 1-0. Nobody on here, 2 outs. And the delivery from a Prindle is a ball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss by Cam makes it 2-1. Trey Hill, if Cam can get on, is on deck. Or due up. Here's the 2-1. Low, ball 3. Three and 1. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Rochester. That one got away from him, and he walked him. He was trying to curve there, but it didn't come down at all. It stayed up there in the high, too high for the strike zone. Cam's on for Trey Hill, who singled and walked. First walk given up by Prindle. Third by Redhawk pitching. And that one's low for a ball to start Hill. 4 outs left for Albert Lee, trailing by 2. But the tying run's at the plate. And it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 6. And that one's low. So the 9-hitter with a single, a walk, and now a 3-0 count. You do that and the 9-hitter, and you move up the lineup. Shows patience, good judgment. Takes that one. Oh, that could have been ball 4. That was quite a ways inside, but it's almost an automatic. As you get it close, it's going to be 3-1. They throw over to first. Safely back in is Davis. Forgot who the runner was. (3-1) on the way low. Ball 4. 2 walks. And now come top of the order, Brandon Bakken. As Davis is on second, Hill's on first, and here comes Brennan with ground out to short, a sacrifice bunt, and a strikeout tonight. He's due for a base hit as the catcher goes to talk to the pitcher. I think the catcher is number 8. That's Spencer Kober. And that means that Nick Weish went from left to third, and Brevin Gates is probably out in left field. Yeah, number 1. Look at that. I figured it out. All by myself. It was low, ball 1 to Bakken, and I would say Prindle has lost sight of the strike zone. 2 walks here after he got 2 outs. And now 1-0 to Bakken, and the pitch outside. He hit the corner there, according to the umpire, for a 1-1 count. 2 down, runners at first and second, bottom of the 6th, 5-3 Rochester. Albert Lee batting here, and a foul ball out of play makes it 1-2 to Brennan. Trevor Ball is due up next, but Brennan will have to reach. Oh, they must have heard me. Strike 3 is called. Second strikeout for Prindle. And that ends the threat in the 6th. They leave 2 stranded. And after 6 complete, it's 5-3. Rochester leading on the Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Open 11 to 11 weekdays, 8 to 3 Saturday and Sunday with the best food around. Specials every weekday. Give them a like on Facebook to keep up to date on the happenings and sports, and more sports on all their 14 TVs. And don't forget breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings from 8 to 11 on South Broadway in Albert Lee. It's Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill. We go to the 7th with Cameron still on the hill for the Tigers. And he'll be facing top of the order here in the 7th. Kyle Prindle, Brevin Gates, and Ian Regal due up. Thanks again to our voluminous list of sponsors. I know it's a big word, I almost tripped over it, but I was able to spit that out of there. And, of course, we have AgriGuardian and Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard sponsors. Then we thank T&W Towing, Becker Auto and RV in Hayward, Northbridge Mall, Freeborn County Solid Waste, and Derek's Preferred Auto, as well as Mapleton Marine, Geneva Lumber Company, Thompson Sanitation, Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center, and On the Spot Appliance Service. Thank you one and all. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 5 for the regular season finale with Rochester JM Patriots in town at Hayek Field. Playoffs start Monday. High seeds get the home game, and then they go to Austin for the rest of the playoff tournament. Lefty Kyle Prindle is first up here in the 7th. He rips one to right field, and it bounces in for a base hit. It's his first hit of the day, and the 11th for the Redhawks. The 2-run lead, and now the leadoff runner in the 7th on with Brevin Gates up. Went from pitcher to left field. As he is a double, a single, and a line out to short on the night. Well, he was going to bunt, and then he had to duck for his life, he thought. I don't think it was all that dramatic, but whatever you think. And it's still a ball, though, but I don't think it was headed for his head or anything. Here's the 1-0. And he bunts it foul, first base side. A ball and a strike to Gates. Who spells it G-O-E-T-Z. Pronounced Gates. Not as bad as Favre, but is right up there. One and one. Cam takes a peek at the runner at first and then delivers, and that's also bunted foul. Well, I bet he won't do that again. Well, I've said that once. The guy bunted with 2 strikes, and he fouled it again, and he was out. I just thought everybody knew you don't try and bunt with 2 strikes. I suppose he's trying to just fool everybody, but fooled himself. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of 7. 2-run Rochester lead as they bat here. And the pitch was inside. Almost hit the arm of Gates as he turned away from it, but not quite, and it's 2-2. And Gates ripped a double in the 5th and ended up scoring that inning. That one's high. Runner goes. They got him dead to rights, and Olsen puts the tag on him for the out. Tried to steal was Prindle, and he was cut down. Yokel to Olson on a 2-4 putout. One down, nobody on. Yeah, they disappeared there at the scoreboard. It's 3-2. It momentarily went 0-0. And that might as well now. He just walked him. So they get the base runner back at first, but there's one out. And now Ian Regal is up. He's a left-handed hitting first baseman who has 2 doubles and a single, 3 RBI in the game. There's a reason he's batting third. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. Got to get 2 more out quickly here and get the bats rolling. Need at least 2 in the bottom of the 7th or we go home. Wouldn't mind extending this game. It's a nice night. The shadows are starting to take over. That one's lifted to the left side. A long run for Jack, but, oh, he overran it. Well, it was a long haul for him. Gave it a try, but it fell right in there. And means runners at first and second now with 1 out. Can't quite fault him on an error there, so that's a base hit. They're 12th. Would have been a shorter play for Henry Egham, but I wouldn't imagine Jack was calling for it, so everybody let him go. But a strike called to Lembeck. 0-1. Cam outside on that one, 1-1. Still no strikeouts for Albert Lee pitching. I'm not sure I've done a game for the high school or the Legion where they didn't get 1 strikeout pitching. That one is ripped through the hole. Nope, Jack gets to it. He's got nowhere to throw it, though. He's deep in the hole, and he tried to pick him off third, but that didn't work. Good try, though. Now the bases are juiced with Redhawks. An infield hit is the 13th hit for Rochester as they load the bases here with 1 out. See if we can turn a double play. And Liam Dahl is up. And the pitch, he check swing and it's called strike 1. Liam Dahl, the cousin of Trevor and Ethan Ball, and Trevor and Ethan are cousins as well. That one is on the ground to first base. They throw it home for the force, and that hits base runner Dahl and bounces out into right field, which is going to allow a run to score. So safe at first, but they do get the second out on the force at home as Gates was thrown out there. And on the relay to first, Trevor Ball had it. It looked like he was going to get it, but they just nicked the elbow of the base runner Dahl, or the batter Dahl. So he is safe. Regal scores. Limbeck goes to third. And it's runners at the corners with 1 out. And now a 6-3 lead for Rochester. Makes it even tougher when they come to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Let's get these outs here. One more. Cam, take care of it yourself here. He's got Spencer Kober up. Kober flew out to left, doubled, and scored, and then flew out to center. Pitch is inside. Did it hit him? Yeah. Nicked him on the arm or hand or something there, one of the appendages, and he takes a base to load him up. For Jacob Brown, first hit batter by Elberly pitching. They haven't walked anybody. Oh, yeah, they did. They all had a walk earlier this inning. I missed that one. So a walk and a hit batter for Cam. And he starts Brown out with ball 1. Jacob has 2 ground outs to short and a pop out to the pitcher. 0 for 3. That's high. They throw to third. No, back safely is Linebeck. Dahl is on second. Kober on first. 2 down. 3-run lead, top of the 7th for Rochester. And Davis pitches. Ooh, a nice breaking pitch right in there for a strike. It's 2-1. $14 hits to 4 for Albert Lee. But thankfully, the run differential is just 3 and not 10. That's 3-1 now. And this one is lifted, foul, and out of play behind the plate. Bangs around into the bleachers there. And a full count to Jacob Brown, the second baseman for the Rochester Mayo Redhawks. Here's the pitch. That is in the air. Jack has it, calls it, and catches it. And that's the end of it. They leave the bases loaded, but came up with another insurance run to take a 6-3 lead into the bottom of the 7th on the AgriGuardian scoreboard, which is brought to you by AgriGuardian and Albert Lee. If you feed your crops micronutrients, farmers, especially the ones from AgriGuardian, that means they're available to the plant within minutes, while the other guys can only claim hours or even days getting to your plants and helping them out. So AgriGuardian, they have the jump on these guys. You can find out more going to agriguardian.com or by calling 373-1559. Talk to Casey Stallo at AgriGuardian in Albert Lee. He's a local farmer. He uses the products on his own fields and has seen increased yields. He'd like to do the same for you. So take that first step and call or go to agriguardian.com. Well, the Tigers got their work cut out for them here in the 7th on Power 96, 96.1, KQPR, FM, Albert Lee, Minnesota. 6-3, 6 runs on 14 hits, 4 errors for Rochester. 3 runs and 4 hits for the Tigers, no errors. One of those rare occasions where you have 4 less errors than the opponent and you're down 3 in the run department. So let's see if they can turn it around here. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. That'd be Trevor Ball, Jack Jellinger, and Henry Agam. And if you got to go to battle in the 7th, needing 3 runs, those are the guys you want coming up. And we have Kyle Prindle still on the hill for Rochester. That's it for the warm-up tosses. Well, that's a healthy throw to second. Almost went to center field. The wounded duck out there to second. Here's Trevor, who has struck out, popped out to first, and reached on an error and scored. As the pitch is hit on the ground towards short, bobbles it, and he's not going to be able to get him. Could that be error number 5? And could that lead to a walk-off win here? It is error 5, E6. Allowing Trevor to reach. And Jack Jellinger comes up. Jack has singled, flew out to center, and grounded out to short. So he's due for a big hit here. He starts with strike 1. Jack gets into his crouch on the right side of the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-1. Trevor gets his lead at first. A healthy one. The 1-1, they throw over to first. Ooh, they thought he had him, but it was close. But the umpire says safe. That was a pretty good throw to first. Prindle has got a good move there for a righty. Here's the 1-1. Jack gets a hold of one, but it's hanging in the air. He skies it a mile. Caught out there and left by Gates for 1 out. On a fly to left. And ball retreats back to first, and now it's Henry Agam. Had an RBI fielder's choices last time up, and then he walked and was hit by a pitch. They throw to first, Trevor back safely. Down to their last 2 outs here. 5 errors, and they're leading by 3. It's pretty good. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, strike 1. We'll tee it up again tomorrow at 5. And one of the other Rochester teams, the JM Patriots, come to town to wrap up the regular season here in Legion Ball. Playoffs next week, Monday. I think Albert Lee is 7-4 overall, and I don't know if that means it would help to win this game tomorrow in their seeding, but I don't know. If you got a winning record, you probably should have a home playoff game. And then they'll go to Austin for the rest of the tournament on Tuesday. It's 0-2. That's lifted to center. Center fielder came in a step and then retreats back a few to catch that one, and now they're down to their last out, and that's Ethan Ball. Nope, it's pinch hitter Eric Doppelhammer. With 2 down and runner at first. And Doppelhammer will have a chance, the lefty. But the tying run is still on deck. As first pitch, misses. I wasn't going to commit to it until I saw it. 1-0. As Brindle, he called strike on that one. 1-1 to Doppelhammer. Eric waits for it, the lefty. 1-1. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He might have got a piece of it, but still strike. And now down to his last strike. As Prindle is set and delivers a swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. 6-3. Rochester beats Albert Lee here in Legion Ball. As they just couldn't get it out. 5 errors for Rochester, none for Albert Lee, and they still fall 6-3. That'll be the 3rd strikeout for Prindle, 8 in the game for Rochester pitching. No strikeouts for Albert Lee pitching. And that's one of the big differences, even though the 5 errors by Rochester didn't come back to haunt them. But 6-3 is the final, and again, thanks to all of our great sponsors. We'll run through the list one more time here. And we thank Mapleton Marine, Geneva Lumber Company, Thompson Sanitation, Albert Lee Seed House Garden Center, On the Spot Appliance Service, Becker Auto and RV in Hayward, Freeborn County Solid Waste, Derek's Preferred Auto, Northbridge Mall, T&W Towing, Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, and on the AgriGuardian scoreboard, 6-3 final, Rochester winning over Albert Lee, brought to you by AgriGuardian. Call Casey at 507-373-1559 or go to agriguardian.com to see about increasing your yields. I'm Jay Paul, and I'll be back on the air tomorrow morning at 6 for the morning show. Check that out. We have Power Shopper at 9 as well with me and Reg. Thanks to Reg for all the technical help here, and we'll be back to music on Power 96.